Cameron Indoor Stadium, home of the Duke Blue Devils. Tonight they host 19th ranked Notre Dame in a pivotal showdown as we head down the stretch. Just 4 games left after tonight for these two clubs in the regular season, heading into the ACC tournament. And look at the standings right now with Virginia Tech a game up on Syracuse. All 8 of those teams you see right there within 4 games of that top spot.
They've been saddled with injuries, and she has been leaned on heavily on the offensive end of the floor, and boy, has she ever delivered. Leads the ACC in scoring, but she can find her teammates as well, getting everybody else involved. But where she hangs her hat, the defensive end of the floor, she is elite and leads the nation in steals.
She's their floor general. They score better than 80 per game. She's good for 24 a night to lead the conference. And that's the big challenge tonight for the Duke Blue Devils. However, they are up to it with their defense. It is the top scoring defense in the conference, and they should have the size advantage with 6'6" Kennedy Brown in the middle. This is a very good shot blocking group. So if you're Hannah Hidalgo and company, you got to be careful about over penetrating and getting too close to the cup. Both these coaches starred in college. They both arrived in the ACC 4 years ago. And I think for fans of both these clubs hoping for a long-lasting rivalry with Kara Lawson on that Duke bench. Played for Pat Summitt at Tennessee, and Niele Ivey on the other, who starred for Muffet McGraw and won a national championship in 2001 in her hometown of St. Louis. Home whites with the pink trim. It's a pink game tonight for Duke. Road blues for the Irish. And immediately a turnover and an interception for Maddy Westbeld. As you check out the starting lineups, Hidalgo, we've told you how good she is. If they get Citron and Westbeld all going, the 3 of them, they're going to be an awfully tough team to knock out of the NCAA tournament.
They absolutely are. It is a 3-headed monster. All of them can score in bunches.
And a good find right there on the drive from Citron to Anna DeWolf, the grad transfer from Fordham, who's developed into a real good shooter.
And when you have a player like Anna DeWolf who can knock down a perimeter shot, perimeter 3, it's so important for the Irish. And you can see they're going to mix up their defenses, going zone on the make.
Duke relies heavily on their youngsters. It's a really good freshman class. They have 6 newcomers, including their transfers in. Citron pulls up mid-range. And that's an over and back violation. Hidalgo able to run it down. And they work it around to get up a shot on this possession. They will. Corner 3 is good. Reagan Richardson. Nice weave inside, swatted, kept in play. Good job by the Duke D. They'll push and run it out with Donovan for the lay-in.
The athleticism of Jaden Donovan to get the block on one end and the rim run on the other.
Looking to get Westbeld a touch. Buries the defender in the lane, then spins away and hits. Beth Mullins along with Stephanie White. Big game for the Irish, who start out the day on the host bubble as a projected 5 seed. You got to be 4 or better to stay home for the first and second round as Maddy Westbeld strikes. Off the ball fake and another knockdown 3.
She's top 20 in the ACC in a number of statistical categories. I mean, she is dominating.
Picked off there by Duke, and Hidalgo will commit the foul. Reagan Richardson. Big opportunities ahead for Duke as well. 4 of their last 6 games against ranked teams. They still have Syracuse and NC State, a couple of teams above them in the standings, and North Carolina, of course, as well to close it out. Citron. Back to Westbeld along with Hidalgo. Those are their big three. She steps through, misses off the window. Lucci with the push. Another one of their promising freshmen. They find Richardson for the open look, and she knocks down her second triple. Citron comes up short. Good hustle to keep it alive. Marshall and the knockdown. There's Hidalgo. Doing it right in front of the Duke bench, and Kara Lawson immediately turns around to her team and says, "That's number 3. We can't let her get that look." Richardson, meanwhile, gets another opportunity in the scramble for the loose ball. Bodies on the deck, and a terrific find by Akanawa to get Delaney Thomas. That is freshman to freshman.
The ball is moving so well for the Blue Devils on the offensive end of the floor. The Irish are in scramble mode. You can't come up with those rebounds when you're scrambling and in rotation.
Top Citron will reset 5 on the shot clock. Defender goes under the screen, and Sonia says thank you very much. 36% on the year. Missed 9 games due to a knee injury. So the selection committee will certainly take that into consideration. Offensive rebound, blocked. Scramble, Hidalgo comes out with it. Looking to go coast to coast, and one.
How fast was Hannah Hidalgo? She just split 2 defenders in transition and got to the cup. I mean, she goes right between Richardson and Mayer and just body, takes the contact, able to finish. This is where she's so good. Her body control, her poise, her understanding of where she is around the rim, and the ability to finish with contact.
Just 5'6", but she can hang. Out of Haddonfield, New Jersey, she was the USA Basketball Female Athlete of the Year. Let me touch inside, Emsbo, no. Chance here for the Irish to get a buzzer beater. And Citron traveled. Heck of a job by Jackson to get right up in her mug. Countdown from the crowd, and Jackson comes up short. Irish finish out on a 6-0 run to end the quarter.
6 points from Hannah Hidalgo in transition, splits the defenders, finishes with the contact. Notre Dame up 1.
She wanted me to let you read that. I said, you know, I'm a paid professional here, but if you want to embellish, you can.
Of course I do, yes. Big time. Debbie Antonelli has been a leader in women's basketball coverage her entire career.
Congrats. Here's Hidalgo finding DeWolf, the trail 3. Blue Devils assisted on all 5 of their baskets, but that's the problem, only 5 baskets. Best player on the best team, is it Hidalgo right now? You know, a freshman has never won player of the year in the ACC.
Leading the ACC in scoring, in steals, 2nd in assists, from a perimeter position, 6th in field goal percentage.
If you like scoring, Deja Fair is another name to watch at Syracuse. Oh, nice.
And then Mayer, the extra effort, multiple possessions.
Citron steps back.
She's a terrific 3-point shooter. I think she's got to get more opportunities on the offensive end.
Honorable mention All-American last year. Mid-range, short. Brown able to tip it to Donovan.
That's a great play. That's really good action right there. We saw Notre Dame working on this high line. Well, just the rotation in the zone. Kylie Watson's the middle. She has to go out to contest the shot, which leaves a little on the backside. And what a heads-up play by Kennedy Brown to tip it to her teammate.
Hidalgo takes the bump, and we'll head back to the free throw line.
She understands how to get into defenders to create contact. No, you see so many times guards want to go around in that sort of banana cut action when they're going around defenders instead of going right off the hip. And Hannah Hidalgo is so good at that.
And then put on a show at UConn in the Irish upset of the Huskies. What was it, 34 in that game? At her best in the big moments. And Brown, we talked about the difference she can make at 6'6" on defense. She's doing it on offense. Citron uses the screen. Good help. And a turnover. Boy, the double was coming from all over the place for Duke. Possession Duke.
Oh, great hands.
And Hidalgo gets the steal. And look at her cross in front of the defender to take away the block opportunity.
And those are the little things, right? Those little details that separate. Hannah Hidalgo understands the defense is going to pursue. She cuts across, gets him behind.
Brown. No. Citron's able to tip it to herself. Hidalgo on the leak. And a foul.
This is what Hannah Hidalgo does. Leads the nation in steals, quick hands, and she's able to explode out. But there's little detail going in front of the defender to create a little bit of space. I mean, those are high IQ plays. That is someone who studies the game, who understands angles, understands the details and nuances of what it takes to gain an advantage.
This is where she can really wear you down. And she's already 4 of 4 at the free throw line. She averages about 35 minutes per game, so she's rarely off the floor for the Irish. It's a short bench.
And those are not easy minutes because she's the one who's hawking the ball 94 feet defensively. She's handling the ball with pressure most of the time on the offensive end.
Offensive rebound, Delaney Thomas and a foul. 7 offensive rebounds. Thursday primetime matchup, Charisma Osborne and UCLA hosting Alyssa Peely in Utah. With a possibility that Iowa, NC State, UConn, and LSU would all be in the same region. I don't know if that's going to happen. But
that's what's going to have to happen for the Irish.
Big for Duke, trying to stay away from the 8-9 line in the NCAA tournament. Big for Notre Dame because they are on the host bubble. As a 5 seed projected, they'd like to be a 4 or higher. And Brown continues to have her way in the paint.
I give the Duke guards a lot of credit. They're doing a great job of finding the seams in the zone. They're forcing the rotations, making the right plays. And Kara Lawson told us we need our bigs to be scorers for us. Kennedy Brown's got to knock down some buckets.
Another steal with a hand in the passing lane. And the finish at the other end for Emma Cable. That was up 3, 1:08 to go in the half.
See the switch, being disruptive.
5th team foul on Duke, so free throws from Notre Dame. First trip for someone other than Hidalgo tonight.
Miscommunication defensively. And DeWolf icing the screen. Nobody there to take the offensive player.
Richardson now with a dozen to lead all scorers in the first half. Hidalgo's got 11 for the Irish. Here is Hannah. DeWolf finds some space. No. Good if it goes. Good finish in this second quarter for Duke, 30-27. That's why they have the lead in the paint as well. Looking to hold court at home against 19th ranked Notre Dame. Irish come in with a net of number 14, so this would be huge for the Blue Devils if they can get it, as Hannah Hidalgo hits for 3. She now has 14 to lead the Irish.
The Irish going to stay in this 2-3 zone off of their made shots. It's going to be important to contain dribble drives, and that's what the Blue Devils were doing so well in the first half. Corner, Mayer 3, and the response.
She's got 8.
The penetration, when the penetration gets to the second level of the zone, the Blue Devils are getting whatever they want. They started out on the three-point line early in the ball game, then it went into the paint. Second half starts just the same.
After turnover, they've got numbers. Richardson, offensive foul. Citron with 5 points, Westbeld with 6 in that first half. Looking for a couple of players to help out in the scoring column with Hidalgo.
Well, trying to score one-on-one over Kennedy Brown isn't going to happen. If you want to take Kennedy Brown to the rim, it's got to be from the perimeter. She's done such a good job of staying vertical, of getting block shots, of being a shot alterer.
Brown. Hidalgo, good dig down. And now it's the Irish with numbers. Hannah will drop it off for Sonia for the lay-in. Brown, nice find in the wrap underneath for Jaden Donovan.
Great cut by Jaden Donovan. Maddy Westbeld just had no idea, and Donovan got loose. I don't like the Irish in this 2-3 zone. Duke is getting whatever they want.
See if they change things up here in the third. Watson, smaller defender on her, goes to the left hand and rattles it in.
And that's the matchups you have to find. The one-on-one on the block against Kennedy Brown isn't going to cut it. She's too good of a defender. She uses her size on the interior.
Again, same exact play. Citron, again, a defender gets caught behind. She can't make him pay. Great hustle by the Wolf. And a turnover by Watson. Back to that 2-3. Richardson gets a look. Donovan able to keep it alive. Stripped loose, taken away by Notre Dame, and a breakout. Citron in front. Easy deuce. Blue Devils with a net ranking of 21. They only have one top 25 win on the resume. This would be huge for them. As the ACC race may go right down the wire. Virginia Tech is a game up on Syracuse, but 8 teams have a shot at it. As Bransford hits from 10. Swinging around the cable. And Brown stepped on the end line. She thought there should have been a foul.
Well, that hook, both those players between Maddy Westbeld and Kennedy Brown hooking on the elbows. We've seen that a couple of times this game.
Westbeld thought about it, gives it up for Marshall. Hidalgo, good feed inside. Bransford got away from the defense. There, baseline drive, and the pass was on the end line, so back-to-back turnovers. Irish are now 6 of 9 in this quarter shooting it. Westbeld forced to pull up and knocks it down. Virginia Tech right now on top. They've won 9 in a row. They can actually clinch a share of the ACC crown with a win Thursday and losses for Syracuse and NC State. Hidalgo on the drive, gets it. Back to that zone, trying to cut off the baseline drive. Richardson bothered on the shot. Here comes Bransford. KK will push, cross, pull up, and hit.
Hey, Bransford has been big in this third quarter for the Irish. 6 points to go along with what she's doing from an activity standpoint on the defensive end, and that's a 12-0 Irish run.
Extending the lead to 9. Brown turns it over. Hidalgo 1 on 4. Hannah will wait for the cavalry. Cross, dish, off the drive, And the lead balloons to double figures for Notre Dame. 21-7 here in the third. Wow, and the whistle came from underneath the basket on that shot. Third on Citron.
I mean, this is just a great take. You draw a secondary defender, terrific timing on the pass. Nat Marshall able to convert.
Just the 5th and 6th free throws of the night coming up for the Blue Devils. Chance for a buzzer beater. Westbeld checks the clock, dishes. The Wolf does not get it off in time. They got out on the fast break. They were turning Duke over. They held the Blue Devils to just 9 points. That's the fewest they have scored in any third quarter this season. So work to do here for Duke to get back in it. Underway in the fourth quarter.
With those two in the two-man, it's just going to be a switch and a switch back on the rescreen, but that is a heck of a take by Nat Marshall.
6'5" senior out of Queens with the bucket. Citron down to get the strip. Another takeaway for Notre Dame.
The activity level on the defensive end in this zone for Notre Dame has been much better in the second half. Swarming to the ball, getting some deflections that lead to steals.
Hidalgo at the line tonight is 4 of 5, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Well, next Sunday, the Irish and NC State at Duke. Don't forget College Game Day next Sunday will be at in Blacksburg. And then you'll be able to get a good look at Virginia Tech taking on North Carolina. The Tar Heels trying to bounce back from some tough injuries. They've lost 4 or 5. Charlie's latest bracketology after the games yesterday. NC State and Virginia Tech hosting. And look at that host bubble. Louisville, Syracuse, Notre Dame. Not a good possession for Notre Dame. They'll turn it over. 3 ball.
Good box.
Westbeld's 8th rebound to go along with her 8 points.
Yes.
Bransford dumps it down. Marshall, good patience. Waited for the defender to fly by. And turn it over again. 20 on the night now for Duke. And a reach-in foul called on Richardson. Citron. Nice skip, finds Bransford. Trying to sneak in the back door.
I'm not sure what the question mark is about the foul call. She came right across her forearm.
They are outscoring Duke 22-4 since the last Blue Devil basket.
For both of these teams, it's been about consistency, showing moments and glimpses, not just from game to game, but quarter to quarter, being really good. Now it's being able to maintain as Reagan Richardson knocks down the 3.
All right, then the Blue Devils turn things around here, approaching 7 minutes to go. Richardson now with 17. She's hit 3 triples.
Great cut.
Westbeld back to Citron. Oh, she lost the handle on the way up with the right hand and I think bumped it up with the left. Floats one in.
Sonia Citron is so good at reading her cuts to the rim, attacks to the rim, doesn't get rushed. Notre Dame running their chin action. She didn't have the slot-to-slot pass, but a terrific give and go. And you're right. The switch in hands didn't have it cleanly. Oh yeah, she got it up there. She faked us all out.
Holding Duke so far in the second half to 14 points. And one. Good crash by Akanawa.
That's a perimeter player. That's Hannah Hidalgo right there. She's got to check Alucia Kanawa on the weak side.
5'10" freshman from Boston. A real spark for them off the bench this year. These are her first points tonight. Duke looking for stops. Back to Hidalgo. Defender lost her, and Hannah rattles in a three. 20 now for Hidalgo.
Great drive.
Oh, off the bounce. Missed long on the shot.
That's where the Blue Devils were successful in the first half, attacking those seams off the bounce. But the Irish finishing defensive plays in this half.
Hidalgo way off on that one. And that's because it was blocked. Hidalgo with 21 to lead the way. Citron with 11. And there's a steal from Mayer. Time of the essence now for Duke. Westbeld, that's going to be an offensive foul.
Westbeld got her.
Richardson, bounce, got it. One of the things that Niele Ivey talked about, match and manage Duke's pressure. They've matched it, now they've got to manage it. And Westbeld with the baseline pull-up into double digits now. 10 points, 9 boards. Tough shot for Mayer, scoops it up and in with the left hand.
See Niele Ivey right now directing traffic, pointing to get it back out, get the ball in Hannah Hidalgo's hands, work some clock.
Boy, a great point guard in her own days at Notre Dame, part of that championship team. Westbeld. Oh, that looked like a foul. Now a whistle. Duke with the push. Open look for three. Got it!
Once you get it into the front court.
They'll get it across midcourt to beat the clock.
And now you got to run offense. And this is what Niele Ivey had talked to us about. We've worked on these in practice this week.
Transferred faces. Marshall swatted by Brown. And then a foul going to be called on Kennedy. There is that last foul to give.
This is where you want to keep Kennedy Brown out of the paint. Get Maddy Westbeld involved in an on-ball screen, space the floor, let Hidalgo go to work. Oh, great heads-up play by the Blue Devils.
Brown drifted back into the paint on the switch, and Hidalgo hangs and hits.
Doesn't matter.
Are they checking to see if it's a 2 or a 3?
I mean, this is just a terrific one-on-one move.
Playing the full boat. Hand in a passing lane and a turnover. And now Duke will foul with the double bonus here for the Irish. Westbeld is 81% on the season. Charlie Creams bracketology didn't think there would be any movement for the Irish pending the outcome of this one, but this is their tournament resume. Wins over Tennessee and UConn. Their net is 15. And they still have Virginia Tech and Louisville remaining on their schedule. Gonna need some help. Somebody else to knock off Virginia Tech right now out in front of the ACC. Westbeld knocking them down. Final minute, and the Irish back on top, double digits. Richardson cutting back into it. 23 for Reagan tonight. That matches Hidalgo on the other side for the game highs. And it looks like Duke is just going to let this one play out.
And the Blue Devils are a scary team because they can continue to keep themselves in ball games. The consistency on the offensive end has been the question mark for them. And you got to feel great if you're Niele, Ivey, and the Irish about coming in here and getting a win.
Marshall has the shot blocked. Ping pongs around. Duke breaks out with it. Richardson back to Donovan. And they will foul on this possession.
Don't know when she can return. Sonia Citron in and out. Maddy Westbeld missed the game. What does that mean for everyone in the offense with Hannah Hidalgo as the primary playmaker?
They'll improve to 9-5. Duke will fall to 8-6. Notre Dame into a 6th place tie with North Carolina, 3.5 games back. And your final score, Notre Dame 70, Duke 62. Thanks to a big second half.
Yeah, I mean, we started off really strong with our defense, and then, we kind of got away from that, towards the second quarter. We kind of got lax, and then, we talked in the locker room. We knew that it started on defense, so we came out second half and just, picked up our defense.
Offensively got a little bit more aggressive as well, getting multiple players involved. What was the message at halftime in terms of offensive execution by Coach Ivey?
Yeah, just keep space, and that the girls were collapsing, so just look up for the extra pass, so it was open.
What's going to be the key down the stretch for you guys? I know you've had a lot of injuries to deal with and finally able to play a lot more with Westbeld and Citron in particular.
Yeah, just, we just keep reiterating the same message and just, having trust in each other, just playing with the girls that we have and just, playing hard.
Tough finish down the stretch for you guys as you come into these last 4 games heading into conference play. But what do you guys need to do to be playing your best basketball heading into March?
Yeah, just don't take any game for granted and just start out strong and just play every game like it's our last game.
All right, thank you so much, Hannah. We appreciate the time.
Thank you.
And Hannah Hidalgo leading the Fighting Irish from downtown and a big win on the road at Cameron Indoor.